Stop chewing through gummy breakfast pucks. Today, we're counting down 10 popular Canadian English muffins that sabotage your toast and showing you the overnight chilled standard that puts real nooks and crannies back on your plate. Factories rush a 2-hour schedule. Proper texture needs time and a cold start. We'll split each one, press for springback, and griddle test the interior. You'll see why low, slow heat and chilled dough win, and how cornmeal should protect, not hide, a wet, undercooked center. Stick around to see which brand collapses, which merely survives, and the homemade fix that beats them all. Number 1. Thomas's Original English Muffins. You trust the name, but when you fork split Thomas's Original, you get tidy pores, not deep pockets. Press the face, it springs back slow, stays spongy, and feels tight. That points to a fast proof and a hot griddle start that sets color first. In a 2-hour window, dough gets pulled early, then finished on heat. You get a browned shell and a damp midline. A cold pan on low lets bubbles set into real tunnels. Chilling firms the dough so cuts stay clean and steam finds paths. On the griddle, moisture beads instead of venting. Gummy core confirmed. Fix it. Overnight chill, cold start. If the leader skimps, what do the homegrown staples do? Number 2. Dempster's Original English Muffins. Nice color. Clean cornmeal coat. So why does Dempster's make your knife drag? The seam rips instead of cleaving along bubbles. That means a tight crumb and weak gas pockets. Factories chase color first with higher surface heat. True muffins set inside out. When heat hits fast, a crust traps steam and the center caves when you split. It's like painting over wet plaster. Looks fine, fails under touch. Use the fork split rule if you need a sawing knife, you're cutting cake, not crannies. Griddle test? Quick browning, harsh crust, rubbery interior. A cold pan, low heat cook would stop the shell game. Next up, the private label premium. Number 3, President's Choice Original English Muffins. You pay for better. But does President's Choice Original give you real crumb? Heavy cornmeal dust, neat tops? Split it and you see small, even pores. More sandwich bread than muffin. That points to flour blends and conditioning agents that keep dough stable for shipping, but calm bubble growth. Smooth is easy to ship. Smooth erases crannies. Here's the truth. Overnight chilling builds odd, larger gas pockets that turn into jagged tunnels when you fork split. Toast test proves it. Butter pools and slides instead of sinking in. The fix isn't extra cornmeal. Go wetter on dough, chill overnight, and start cold on the pan. If the premium label falls short, what does a bargain brand hide? Number 4. No-name English muffins. Low price pulls you in. But with no-name English muffins, what do you trade away? Fork split, and you see compressed layers in a shiny, tacky seam, a classic underset center. Fast proof at warm room temp, plus a hot griddle locks the skin early. The core steams, turns gummy, then smears when opened, like sealing a jacket before the lining is sewn. Here's the truth. Cornmeal should act like ball bearings to stop sticking, not hide a wet dough. Press test? It dimples and stays flat. Fix it at home. Chill the dough overnight, punch rounds cold, and start on an ungreased cold cast iron. Next up, the big box promise. Number 5. Great value English muffins. Walmart Canada. Convenience wins your cart with great value. English muffins from Walmart Canada. But does it win your toaster? Uniform rise and shallow pores tell the story. Dough built for volume, not texture. Multi-unit lines favor shape stability, stronger gluten and shorter fermentation. Keep stacks neat but rob you of nooks and chew. Here's the truth. Cold fermentation adds flavor acids and traps gas, so bubbles grow ragged and hold. Skip that, and butter skates across the surface in the toast test. If your home batch runs low hydration, add a bit more water, chill overnight, then start on a cold pan. Next up, the grocer's classic. Does it deliver? Number 6. Compliments Original English Muffins. Looks right on the rack, but Compliments original shows its truth when you cook it. The crust browns fast, the middle lags, and you get that rubber band chew. Start cold if you want real set. A cold pan gives steam time to lift and carve space before color locks in. Factories flip that timeline and trap moisture where you need structure. Overnight chilling firms the dough so your round cuts stay crisp, then rise into real cavities during the cook. Post griddle slice, pores, smear, and shine. Here's the fix. Time, fridge rest, dry skillet, low heat. Next up, what happens when an artisan label enters? Number 7. Ace Bakery, English muffins. Ace Bakery sells the craft vibe, but the crumb reads controlled. You'll see some random holes, yet they're shallow and bridged. That screams partial set and hot surface heat. Mixed flours can add flavor or color, but they don't build depth by themselves. Real depth comes from time. Slow, cool fermentation that lets gas expand and set. Here's the truth. Sourdough or a 24 to 48 hour rest builds stronger, more elastic walls around bubbles, so tunnels hold during the cook. Toast test here? Fast crust, weak soak. Want real artisan at home? Run a longer, colder schedule and fork split to reveal tunnels. Next up, the classic white bread icon. Number 8, Wonder English muffins. Wonder English muffins are famous for soft. That's the problem. That cloud-soft crumb collapses when you press it, flattening the bubble map that carries butter. English muffins need slight chew and ragged insides. Ultra-soft formulas chase tenderness, shrink pore size, and kill texture. Like laying carpet over vents, air and melt can't flow. Here's the truth. Low, slow griddle heat firms edges and locks jagged paths. High heat plus soft dough turns them into spongy pucks that brown fast and sog. Fork split and the edges fuzz, not crackle. Fix it with a stronger dough and an overnight chill, not just more toasting. Next up, Western value. Number 9. Western Family English muffins. Heavy cornmeal looks legit on Western Family English muffins, but that coat can hide a wet core and split one and you see a sticky seam. The cornmeal stops pan glue, but it can't fix an underset interior. Here's the truth. Cornmeal is a tool, not a cure. You want a wetter dough, chilled overnight, so bubbles open into deep channels while the meal keeps surfaces free. Use dry heat on a cold pan and rotate for even set. Don't grease, it fries the skin before the center firms. On the skillet, excess dust scorches while the middle stays damp. Save the meal, fix dough and heat curve. Final stop. The grocery chain, standby. Number 10. Selection, Metro, English muffins. Selection Metro looks balanced, bakes quick, and toasts even. Then you open it and the truth shows. You see some lift, but not those deep, jagged pockets that grip butter and jam. That tidy crumb comes from a tight process that favors sameness over texture. Here's the truth. A touch more water and an overnight fridge rest grow bigger gas cells that survive heat. Factories avoid that swing. You can use it. Start on cold cast iron, low heat, so those cells inflate and set before browning hard. Mini payoff. Taste stays flat, crumb too neat. The homemade standard, fork split, wins both flavor and function. Time to wrap the truth and give you the fix.